Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching us from. Welcome to our channel, Finest Communications. I hope you have been enjoying all our content, especially our series and other live streams. Today, I got a big shot on screen. I got a very big, big guy. We are talking about filmmaking. There are people who have sold their soul to filmmaking. The fine young guy sitting beside me here. I just caught him. I said, today we must talk about film. We like anything talking about filmmaking, how to make it, how to act it, how to produce it. We are here to give you such content. Now, like I said earlier, I have a very big friend and brother with me here. Like you have already known, Austine Lordlaz is here with me to talk about filmmaking. Before we go into that, I want to tell you just a little bit about Austine Lordlaz. I said earlier, he's not just those film enthusiasts. He believes in experimenting on everything film, everything movie, everything motion picture. And I can't just allow him to give us those nuggets. He started nuggets sometimes, was it last year?
Yeah, sometimes.
Last year, yeah. And I saw those nuggets like something you might like to know, excuse me, no, not just read. Probably you have a question you want to ask him. He is here live and direct. So for the next couple of minutes, we'll be talking about those nuggets. But before we get there, I want to tell you a little bit about Austine Lordlaz. I will just show you. I didn't just say, let me talk about him. I came here with pack of awards. I will just show you a few of them. He's covering his face. Don't mind them in the film. Now, this is one of his awards. I want you to see it very clearly. Can you see it? Cool. Now, this one is coming from, is this Senior Event and Entertainment Southern First Elite Award of Special Honor, presented to Austine Lordlaz, Best Creative Film Director. Best Creative Film Director, meaning he's into the business. Creative Director. Okay. Now, I have another one here. This one is Austine Lordlaz, in appreciation of your contribution to arts, creativity, and expansion of knowledge in film and theater. Now they see. So now those film guys when they hear where they hustle film here and there, Lagos, Ibadan, Abuja, Calabar, and then be this. Okay, I have another one here. Most outstanding male crew of the year. Most outstanding male crew of the year, Austine Lordlaz. Most outstanding. When I see on where. Can you see it? In case, yeah. Most outstanding male crew of the year. Now, this one is from one of his short films entitled The Last of Us. This one won an award as Best Short Film. Best Short Film at Uyo International Theatre and Film Festival. Uyo International Theatre and Film Festival 2019. Okay. I go stop here for award for today. Maybe another day I go talk about another one. Make award rest. The award plenty. Now so they hang everywhere here. So make I just show na small. So not be small masquerade where we gather. So today he'll be giving us some film nuggets. Somebody said, what's nugget? Nugget is deep knowledge. Knowledge that if you fly with it, you will arrive. So if you are a filmmaker, actor, any aspect of filmmaking you are into, either before the camera or behind the camera, he's going to share some of those nuggets that he shares on his page. Meanwhile, he's on Instagram as Austine Lordlaz.
Yeah, Austine Lordlaz.
On Facebook as well.
Austine Lordlaz.
On YouTube.
Austine Lordlaz.
Okay.
It's all Austine Lordlaz across the socials.
Good.
By the way, I never greet you now.
Yes.
Una, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are coming from. good time of the day.
Yeah, this is we are in Nigeria, and we are in Calabar, Cross River State. So here it is evening. Where you are, it might be morning or afternoon, wherever you are watching us from. So we are going to discuss some film nuggets that will help you as an actor, as a producer, as a director. You are about to go into filmmaking, or you're already there and you're already making some mistakes. These nuggets will help you.
The business of filmmaking is the business of creativity.
Business of creativity.
Yes, and you must have something to bring to people, creative enough if they must accept you.
Wow.
So it's lucrative.
So the acceptance is hinged on your creativity.
Yes, that is just it. You may put out something. If people don't tag along, that means your market is not going to sell low.
Oh, so you must make people to tag along.
Yeah, you must have something to offer, not like buying and selling.
Buying and selling.
If you have a bad market, that is how it goes.
Okay. Now, we are not just going to dish out nugget, like read it for you, you run. No, we are going to discuss it. So let's hit the ground, not hitting the ground and run away.
Okay, which nugget do I start with? Okay, I often say, as a filmmaker, as a content maker, there is a level in filmmaking you should not be after quantity but quality.
You should not be after quantity
but quality.
Quality. Meaning you're not gonna go for too many films.
Yeah, you're not gonna go for too
many films. But you're gonna go for few.
Yeah, few.
On point.
On point. Now, what I usually think about that, or what I mean by that is, see, creativity grows.
Okay.
And as you're growing, as you're making content, you start developing a fan base. There are people who start believing in what you do, in your creativity, your level in the art. Now, we usually also say that you are as good as your last job.
You are as good as your last job.
Now, if at all you want to create, you must strive to create what is better than the last work you created.
So you must make sure you are doing something better.
You improve. Now, many people fall into the challenge or run into the problem of wanting to produce too many films in the name of I am consistent.
Yes.
They want to produce anything that comes, you direct, so that you are shouting action, you are making film, you are acting. It is not so.
Are you trying to say that if I produce something new in 2002 and it's a bit substandard, it can cancel a higher standard I did in 2001?
Yes, there is a way human minds work. They may say that you have actually you've gradually trickled into your creative menopause.
Oh.
And you know, when
creative menopause.
Yeah, when you're at your creative menopause, that means your creativity is going low. Okay. You cannot even improve.
The scale is going low.
Yeah, it's going low. You are going low. So it is advisable that you keep the game up.
Okay.
So, and in order to keep the game up, it doesn't mean that you cannot work on small budget or low budget works. Okay. In as much as you want to work on those low budget work, ensure that there is creativity. Okay. That taste, that what is your trademark, that your signature
is
of
registered.
High quality is registered.
Wow.
So you stop going for too many works, that is quantity, but you look at quality. Am I supposed to do this?
So it's not a question of how much you received.
No, it's not a question of how much you received.
It's a question of what's the quality you put out.
Yeah, what is the quality you put out? Because there are people who want to see that, man, this creator, this content maker, this filmmaker, this actor, this cinematographer, this costumer, this makeup artist is always top notch, always going high.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. You heard it. You better up your game. You are better as the last job you did. Okay, let's move.
Now, this very one, I say, do not be too much in a hurry to make social media posts done and dusted, up to the next one, just because you want to be on different film sets as an actor.
Okay, as an actor,
Yeah,
listen.
as an actor. Now, why I made that post is I made that nugget is I have come to realize that you see a whole lot of budding actors who are just after working, getting on set for people to know that they are working. Somehow, some of them I call them film set tourists. Okay, they just come on film sets.
Is that not too harsh?
Sorry if it is harsh, but they come on film sets just to ensure that they
Appear
tag
somewhere.
along, okay, snap pictures, post on
with celebrities.
yeah, with celebrities and post on Facebook. So I call them film set tourists. So most of some talents, especially the budding ones, they find themselves running into that challenge. Now they forget that they should actually, before they get onto a film set, they should think of the prospect of the project.
The prospect of the project.
What is the future?
Should it be their concern?
Yes, it should be their concern. The reason is you keep acting there. You've heard of actors that will tell you, I acted in this film, I acted in this film, I acted in that film, numbering over 40, but nobody knows them. So what's happening to your talent and what's happening to the films you're acting?
As an actor, you should be concerned with where the project is going.
Yeah, you should be concerned. It's not that you become
the
marketer or too forward. Okay, but you need to ask question. Okay, yes, this film, even if it's a short film, a skit, what is the plan for it? Okay. The director or the producer or the maker, whoever, may tell you, okay, our target is the YouTube, our target is Facebook, our target is Instagram. We are creating content to be consistent, to feed our audience. You say, okay, now I know that this very content I am making will not end in a laptop or on a phone. Okay. But you have a medium of distribution. If it is a film, you say, okay, director, producer, what is the aim of this project? What are we looking at? There is a way you can frame your question.
Okay, now can actors or other crew members do anything to assist in pushing this job, since they should be concerned with where the job is going to?
Yeah, now there are actors, okay. The filmmaking industry is a network.
Yes.
You may be a producer and I may be an actor, but my network as an actor supersedes that of yours as a producer. Yes. I may know somebody who is a creator for Netflix. Okay. And you want to actually get your work on Netflix. And I tell you, okay, this person is actually closer to me. He's an agent. Yes. He can push my work. Okay. So I can share my knowledge or share the contact with you. And through me, your work
can get there.
Okay. You understand? So it depends. It doesn't mean that you take up the role of producing or marketing. But at some point, you need to understand what is the prospect of this project. It's only when you are not just acting for acting's sake.
You know what I'm asking? I see some celebrity actors post the films they featured in. Okay. Yeah, the actors, you see them share, post, repost, all those stuff. Okay. Should it be?
Yeah, now there is joy when you see your work being seen by people. When you see your work at the cinema, when you see your work receiving viewership and large streams. Okay, when you see your work on those international platforms, national and international, you feel, yes, I didn't just make this work for those set of filmmakers. Yes. I made it for an audience, and this audience are seeing it. And actors are usually more popular than the filmmakers. Yes. So filmmakers will always want to leverage on the popularity, the fan base, the social media handles, yes, and of those actors to sell their work. Wow. So when an actor decides to ask, about the prospect of the project, it is for good and the person knows, okay, this project is going to this very level. So you must know the prospect
of the job
you are getting at. Also, it's not every script that they throw at you
that you receive.
So
not because you want to count scripts, frames,
movies,
sets. If they just throw the script, you say
yes.
Coming.
Also, you need to even know at a level in the industry, you need to know who is directing, where is he coming from, his capability, even if it is his first. You will understand from how things are playing on if he is strong enough to actually pilot this very set.
So you didn't just receive script, because sometimes they throw script at you and say, we are shooting tomorrow.
Yes, and because you want to act,
we are shooting tomorrow, and you have the script today, you say, pack your bag and start coming. And you pack your bag, and you don't even know. You get there, they say, sorry, somebody wanted to play the role, the person wasn't forthcoming. That's why we called you. Now the person just picked, and the person is no. You put my hand on.
That is what we call indifferent.
Actors pass through a lot. They just call them because you are an alternative. You are not the main man. The main man didn't pick us. Now he has picked the call and he's here on set. I say, okay, just go back. We will see you when we come back to town.
That is it. Or if you don't want to go back, they ask you to just what they call
hang around. It's something like that.
So value. That is that value. And another one is this. As an actor, never you resort to paraphrasing lines on the script to deliver on a film set.
So don't get used to, changing people's scripts.
Yes.
Dialogue. Let's talk about it. Dialogue. Like you find it easy. I understand what they are trying to say. You just
Now the script is the blueprint. It is the guide. Okay, and a whole lot. If it is a well-written script and that is the final draft, which is the shooting script.
Yes.
A whole lot has gone through
in making
corrections, in getting out that work, in editing, and making it to be that
conferencing.
Yes, and having it to be that working document.
Yes.
Now it is poor as a professional actor for you, maybe as a result of your inability to catch the lines on the script, you say you want to paraphrase. No, what you want to paraphrase, however you wish to put it, will actually change different things in the script.
Are you trying to say that it can lead to a blackmail on an actor?
Very well.
Like they know this guy, this Phillips, if we just bring him now, he can never give you this. Like he must be saying so many other things.
Yeah, he will say so many other things. It's poor acting. You say so many other things. You put other characters who were able to get their lines.
You put them
off the track, and you give the continuity a problem because at each point you find yourself saying what suits you and not what's on the script.
Wow. And that means some actors may not know. That's why they avoid them.
Yeah, that's why they avoid them.
They take you as the last resort. When they cannot get what they want, they invite you.
Yes. Wow. And they just say, God help us, he or she plays what we can manage.
Meaning directors, script supervisors, everybody will be avoiding you because you don't give them what is in the script.
Yes.
You prefer to say it yourself. Though you are experienced, but they avoid you.
That is it. So another nugget I will drop, I will say, after creating, you must ensure that at least 3.5/5 of your audience understand what you have created.
Okay, as a creative now.
Yes.
As a creative, your target should be that 3/5.
Yes.
That's 3/5. That's about 75%.
Yes. Must understand what you have created.
Now, are you talking in terms of the story or in terms of the picturization, in terms of everything? Like what aspects, or is it
A filmmaker, a content creator,
yes?
when you are done with making your film, let's take for instance, it's premiered in a cinema,
Okay.
okay, and the audience are done watching,
Mhm.
and they start wondering, this thing was not clear. You as the filmmaker, you will not have that time to explain what you have done in your film to your audience.
Meaning you don't move around with your creative.
You don't move around with what you have done. Everything that you have created, all you want to say must be said in the film, clear enough for your audience to
understand.
No matter how out of the box you want to go, no matter how creatively genuine you want to be,
no matter how absurd
you want to be, ensure that you don't go too philosophical, because if your audience needs philosophy,
explanation,
if they wanted philosophy, they would have gone to read philosophy books
or poems.
Yeah. So don't confuse your audience in your attempts to be creative. So we say at least 3 to 3.5 over 5 of your audience must understand what you have created.
Work. Yes. I think actors, you need to listen to this.
Yes.
Because most of the time you write unimaginable things and you say this is the way it should be. Like
did you say actors or writers?
No, writers, sorry.
Okay.
The writers, I mean, you write unimaginable things and the directors are saying these things, are they realizable? And you begin to quarrel. Yes. You see director, writer quarrel. No, this is not my script. Yes. This is not my script. Will people understand the story, the language, the dialogue, the way you use them? Isn't it?
That is it.
Wow.
We need to understand that level, because people would appreciate you giving them value for their money. So when they come and they watch, and after watching they go home confused, or you start feeling we don't mean you should actually spoon feed your audience, but don't box them and confuse them, and they go home regretting why they spent the money to actually see your work.
Wow.
So that is
okay. Before we continue, if you are just joining us, if you are just watching this live stream at this point, this is 10 film nuggets with Austine Lordlaz. Austine Lordlaz is a filmmaker and an multiple award-winning filmmaker, of that repute. So if you're just joining us, you're welcome to Finest Communication channel. Please like the live stream, subscribe to our channel, and make do with what you have. You will enjoy most of our content. So this is Austine Lordlaz giving us the thing hot. If you're a filmmaker, if you're a creative, a writer, a director, an actor, whatever you are as a creative, you will benefit a lot from what we are discussing. 10 film nuggets with Austine Lordlaz. Okay, welcome back, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. And if we go for the next one, I usually will also say that creativity responds to some business theories. Okay,
creativity responds to some
business theories. Okay. So in as much as you are creating, try and in as much as you want to be relevant and consistent, try as much as possible to understand the business aspect of creativity. Sometimes you need to create artificial scarcity. Okay. Because when a product is
artificial scarcity,
it doesn't mean that you don't have what to create, but you create that scarcity that I am not available. Wow. You allow people to digest what you have already. You allow people to want you more.
Oh, let them long for more.
Let them long for more. Wow. And you start saying, as this person is not creating again. Okay, you take that time to actually build up. Okay, so because when a product is too much in circulation, when it's too rampant,
too available,
yes, it loses its value. Wow. So if you keep coming to the face of people and you're always there, it's like
This one we don't tire.
Yes, that's why.
Is it like what we call see finish?
Yeah, see finish. You understand? And they say, no, let them see you finish
Okay.
because they go finish your biscuit.
Oh, to avoid finishing your biscuit.
Biscuit.
To avoid see finish.
Yes, because when the reason is this: if you are so anxious to create, and you create one, and it was a success.
Okay.
And you create two, and it was a success. If you create three, if you create the third one and it fails, you create the fourth one and it fails. And it fails. What it means is that your talents that produce the first and second success will be adjudged a fluke.
Wow.
People will say, now mistake intake create those ones where
so
we've been like.
He mistakenly
hammer. So that's why we say sometimes you create artificial scarcity. And when you create artificial scarcity, creativity undergoes some process so that you build it and it matures. Okay? A professor then in theater will tell us, you allow the idea stay in your head. When your head feels like exploding, that is when you give it out.
Oh.
Okay, so your head cannot want to explode until the idea matures in your head.
Wow.
So
we call it artificial scarcity of your services,
of your
as
services.
An actor, as a director,
yes.
as a writer.
Yes. Even if you check around, it happens with our fuel.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes you just hear that there is no fuel. Some of those scarcities are artificially created. You start seeing people queue up in fuel stations.
I said the scarcity sound like fuel related.
Yes.
In Nigeria. It sounds like fuel related.
And to bring it home, sometimes even those who sell spare parts, if they import in containers, sometimes they sell at a point, they just tell you it has finished. And when they tell you it has finished, what they do is they top up money.
As the product is resurfacing.
As product is resurfacing, you feel like it's back.
It's back. Thank God we have finally seen. And you are ready to pay.
And you are ready to pay higher.
Hey.
But they didn't even import anyone. So when you bring your creativity anew, the people will he's back. Let's see what he has.
Wow. That is business scarcity. It's like a business model.
It's a business model.
Well, some people might accuse us and say, why are you teaching people this? I want to blow. Why should I create? I should be everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I should be Davido. I should be Olamide everywhere creating content.
Yeah.
But you need to remember the value so that they don't see you finish.
They don't see you finish. So, and the final one that we will take for today, we say that as a film director, never you run the risk of auditioning actors with a one-liner or non-dramatic bit of the script.
Okay.
What I mean by that is this. Most actors come for audition.
Yes.
And directors pull out one-liner. By one-liner, I mean scripts or that a script that has just one line rendition for an actor, and you expect the actor to actually give his or her best based on that very particular line. It is not adequate enough, because the actor at that point will render that line and you will not see the best of that actor.
And you will not see his deficiency.
Okay. Now, if the actor does so well on that line, you say, wow, you pen the actor down as a prospective cast for that role. But when you start the shoot, you start feeling, is this not the same actor that did well?
That read very well.
That acted very well. So we say that a scene is not usually enough to audition an actor for a role. It is not usually enough for you to assign an actor a role in a film work.
With just a scene
Yes.
or a line.
With just a scene or a line. So we say, look for the spine, the dramatic beats of a script.
Now you mentioned another thing, spine. What is spine?
Now, the spine in a script, it's like the spine of a human body.
Spine. That's where we're doing biology and filmmaking.
Yes. Now, when your spine is not functional, if it breaks, your whole body crumbles. Okay. So you, as a director, you need to discover that stronghold of the script, that dramatic stronghold of the script, the dramatic stronghold of that character that you want to audition, the dramatic stronghold of we call it that day player, people call it wakapas.
Yes.
Okay, you need to look for those the spine, and when you see the spine in your script with dramatic action, use it to audition your actor.
What is wrong? Let me come in there. What is wrong with auditioning an actor or actress with just mere dialogue without action?
Now,
what's the risk?
The risk of auditioning an actor with mere dialogue without action. Now, film is motion picture. It's not static. It's not poetry. It's not prose. Okay. That's why screenplay has action. Okay. And drama is made up of action. If you bring somebody and tell the person to actually say his lines and the person talks from the beginning to the end, you don't even know if the person can raise his hand up. You don't know if the person can comport him or herself within the frame you have actually created. You don't know if you say move, if the person will move, if the person can move. Okay, you need to understand the character's ability to take in direction. And direction comes with action, not dialogue.
Okay. It comes with action and not dialogue. So young creatives, young directors,
yes,
here you go.
Yes, so that is all we have for today on our nuggets.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, I feel we can continue, have some of these nuggets. It's not easy to come by filmmakers like Austine Lordlaz. I tell you for free, it's not easy to come by. Like I said, he has won series of awards, and I will assure you we will bring him back to this channel. We must talk about more nuggets, because all these nuggets are byproduct of experience of practicing over the years. And you can't just get it by saying I joined today, I read about it. And this nugget, I tell you, you might not see it in your film books.
No, you won't see it.
You will see it. There are things you hardly see in film books. In fact, if you browse it on YouTube, you may not see it. I'm not boasting. So if you are here or you are watching this video or you watch it later, this is an opportunity for you to see and hear and be a partaker of those things you are going to meet in your career, in your practice as a filmmaker, as a writer, director, actor, actress, whatever, as a creative in the industry. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. If you are just watching us for the first time, joining our channel for the first time, please help us share this video to your friend, like the video, share it, and drop a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And before we end this live broadcast, I want to tell you about Austine Lordlaz again and say please follow him on his Instagram handle as Austine Lordlaz, on YouTube Austine Lordlaz, on Facebook
Austine Lordlaz,
and on Twitter
Austine Lordlaz.
Thank you so very much for giving us your time. We hope to come again with another interesting package of this sort concerning filmmaking, building your career, handling camera, and all the rest of them. Thank you for watching.
Bye.